Okay, today we're going to be completing the bird lesson. The bird lesson can be found the on the website. So go to the website, download the file bird, and then here's the directions if you need them. I'm going to go ahead and open up the directions as well. Again, that's at mouseflip.com in the class section. Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is working on quick masks. We're going to be saving selections, channel palettes, masks and apply effects, and gradient masks, and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so first of all, we're going to use the magic wand and select our bird. Now, when you open up a, notice how it's really small, right? Right here it says 100%. It's kind of small. We want to make it bigger so it's easier to work with. So what you can do is, first of all, in the bottom right hand corner of your document, you can drag and make it bigger. Now notice it only made like the workspace bigger. It didn't make the actual image bigger. The shortcut to make the image bigger, if you hold down, well actually this magnifying glass is like a zoom tool. So if you hold down the Z key or hit the Z key, and then you'll see a plus sign. So you can hit plus. And if you want to go minus, you hold on the Alt or the Option key and you can go minus. If you want to zoom in a certain section, just draw a square around what you want to zoom in. So if you want to zoom in on the beak, there you go. Notice how it's really pixelated because it's really small photo. So you need to know the shortcut keys. It's a lot easier to navigate and a lot faster. So I'm going to do Magic Wand, keyboard W. I'm going to select the white parts of the egret. Now notice it doesn't select everything. Okay. What you can do is hold down the Shift key, and then you can select the other parts of the egret, and just keep selecting. But make sure you don't select outside of the bird. If you do, hit undo, Command Z. Now notice it only gets the white. So what we're going to do is the directions say that we're going to use a quick mask mode to get our highlighting. Now quick mask mode can be really efficient. It's actually more fun than the lasso tool at times. So to get your quick mask tool, you click on quick mask right here. And basically, has anyone painted like their room or their house? Some of my old students painted like their whole wall like a city scene. It was really cool. But if you're going to be painting, your parents probably don't want you to paint like the door or the carpet. So what you do is you get tape. And you lay down tape on the areas you do not want to be painted. So if you bleed off the edge, it doesn't get on that because of the tape. So think of we have tape around this image, okay? And we want to like extend it, the tape, because notice we do want to paint this part of the bird, but our tape is too far in. So to paint, what do you use? Yeah, a paintbrush. So hit B for brush. Now, right now the color is black and white. You always use black and white for your masks. So what that does is if you click on here, notice it's red. That means we're painting the selection. If I unclick the mask, notice that now this is deselected. And then I'll hit mask again. So basically the paintbrush, I'm going to go hardness all the way. So basically the paintbrush helps in selecting. We're actually selecting it using the paintbrush, or choosing what to select. So what I want to do is choose to paint the white because I don't want to paint red. I'm going to paint white. So add to the selection. The red takes away from the selection. So what I'm going to do is hit this little arrow key right here. So it switches it from white to black. And what that does is now I'm adding to the selection instead of taking away from the selection. And then again, the bracket keys next to the right of the letter P on the keyboard will increase or decrease your brush size. And make sure you go smaller, get the beak, go bigger, get all of the bird. We got that. Smaller, make sure you get the feet. Okay. Okay, when you have it painted, remember before we used to go to selection and then you can save a selection? Quick Mask doesn't work on saving selections, okay? What you do is you save like your mask. So if you go to your channels on the right side, you have layers and then channels and paths. Channels, you have your RGB. So if you take out like the red, red, green, blue, you can take out these colors to change the color. But it also creates a quick mask, and notice there's our image that we just painted. Okay, so let's go back to our directions, see what they have us do next. Okay, we did all that. We did the zoom tool, we did our brushes, we painted it, we got our selection. And then we're going to save our selection. So it says in the palette we have this, and then we have new mask, and we have our new mask. We're going to name it egrets. So go ahead, instead of quick mask, let me check, and then deselect, editing the mask. Got it. Okay. So if you go back to your layers, you can see like your background. I'm going to take off my mask for now. If I go to my channels, you'll see your red, green, blue, red. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new channel. So notice it says Alpha 1. Okay. So I create a new channel that basically saves the selection. Now I can double click and I can call it egret, which is a type of bird this is. And then I can have this. Now notice that there's some black spots here. Okay, we want this to be clean. So I'm going to use the eraser tool. Ooh. But know if it's black, what do I need to do? I need to switch these two from black to white. Okay, so then I'm going to go in and erase the smudge marks. Okay, so now it's clean. And then I can go back to my selection. Okay, so if you ever want to load your selection, if you click back on RGB, you can see your egret. If you go to selection, load selection, and then you can choose egret and hit OK, it loads that selection around it. Now what we're going to do is adjust the auto levels. Remember we learned auto levels yesterday? Remember adjustments. Remember your levels, you can change like the amount of black and the amount of whites. Okay, what we're going to do is just choose auto levels. It'll automatically adjust it so it has better image quality. Not quality, but appearance. You can undo it if you want, but don't need to. Okay, that's masking. Now what we're going to do is extract an image. Okay, so what we need to do is get this, it's called a foxtail. Do they have foxtails in Korea? No. I've never seen them. So go to the website, download this file 2, click on file 2, you should see a foxtail. You can just save the image to your desktop. And while I'm saving things, I'm going to go ahead and save the third file while I'm at it. And these are a bunch of weeds. Okay, so